Hey YouTube world, I am back with another video. So recently I've been asked to do a review of some new bag releases, which I thought was a great idea, but I actually want to put my own spin on it and explore some more indie brands. I'll be covering 5 different indie brands that definitely deserve our attention. And you can see in front of me, these are indie brand bags. Pauline, we've talked to death about these pieces, which I'm really happy about because we don't always have to talk about big luxury, right? And then, of course, I recently posted a video of the Floron bag, which, in my opinion, has been flying under the radar for a lot of us. And if you want to check out a full review on the bag, I'll link that up below for you to take a look at. But I've been using this bag for the past 2 weeks. I have nothing but good things to say about it. So I'll probably do another video with the 6 months or maybe a year talking about the wear and tear and the functionality and whatnot of it. So please continue to let me know, comment down below what else you'd like me to do topics on. And I really enjoyed doing my research on Floron. And of course, these 5 indie brands I'm going to be talking about in a second here. So I'll pop on over and do a screen share. So just jumping right into it, the first brand I want to cover that is high on my list is Amelie Pichard. So I've been looking at this and I thought this brand is so unique and incredibly adorable. A little bit about Amelie Pichard that I've looked up. They started back in 2011 with shoes, and they came out with their iconic bag in 2012, which is the A bag. And there are multiple variations of this particular bag, and I find it just adorable with the little crocodile or the little alligator that is on top of their iconic bag. You can use it as a clutch. I think this is the regular size. They do have a mini one, which I'll go over in a second, that comes with a top handle. So you can easily turn this into a clutch. And this is a French brand. Oh, here's a great picture of the 3 variations of the same leather in 3 different bag styles. So the vibe of her, I feel like, is very fun, very eclectic, and it's a very different style that we've all been used to. And it's just a really cool indie brand that this lady has started, and she is actually pretty transparent about all of her production of these bags, and you can scroll through and all of them are handmade in Portugal, and they also list out where the leather comes from. So this one in particular is from Europe, and it's tanned in Italy. And I'll just pop on over to this one. I was eyeballing this one as well in the grain, calf grain leather, and the navy. I like the previous one. I really like the previous one, but it did come with silver hardware, which, I'm really a big fan of gold hardware just because of my skin tone, and I feel like gold fits me better as opposed to silver. But this one I really like because there's a nice contrast between the little alligator and the dark leather. So the third one I thought this one is incredibly unique because this is made of eel leather. So if you look at the bottom here, the eel leather is from South Korea, and it's tanned in Italy and of course handmade in Portugal. This one, and believe me, Koreans and Asians in general eat a lot of eel. So it's not like they're killing eels specifically for their skin. Normally they just peel off the skin and toss it. So the fact that they were able to repurpose it for bags, I find it fascinating. This one in particular, it really fits my criterias usually for a crossbody bag because it's got that top handle. And then you can see the chain strap, which is really giving me Chanel classic flap vibes. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Again, I really like the contrast between the dark brown as well as the gold. It's like champagne gold alligators. So this is definitely high on my priority list. And you can see it is, oh no, it's the last one. So They do make them in small batches, so I don't know. I really don't want to spend the money right now. I've been bad this Q1, so come what may, I will maybe have to wait, but it's about 595 euros. So hopefully they'll bring this back in a different color or a different variation, but this one's adorable. So that's the first brand, Amelie Pichard. This is the second brand I wanted to cover, and it is a Portuguese brand that started in 2014. This brand is called Looks Like Summer. I think they use LLS as short. Sorry, the dog's barking. They use the acronyms LLS for short. And this one is pretty adorable. It's giving me Gucci vibes where they've got the bamboo handle, and this one I think is in wood, but the style of it is pretty interesting. It's only listed at $146, and I think that is because they're doing their pre-season sale. So I think we will go up to their original price, which is an extra 30% because they're doing a 30% off. And I was able to get a coupon code that you can use if you are liking the vibe of this brand for another 15% off of the pre-order price. So definitely jump on that if this is something that is of interest to you. And it's only $140. So if you take another 15% off of that, that's pretty sweet. So I'll show you the other one. This one is pretty adorable as well, but it might be a little bit too much for some of you out there who's not looking to venture out and go a little bit out there. But I think this is such a unique design, right? This is the Aussie mini bag in the Choco Latte. So if you take a look at the black version, maybe that's more of your vibe, but that's going to be a smooth leather, which I personally really like the mock croc leather. It just gives it a little bit more texture. Maybe let's look at the pink one. Yeah, not feeling the pink one. So that's the second brand. The third indie brand I wanted to cover that I'm really liking as well, this is Savette. And I think they were kind of all over the news. And it started back in 2020 by Amy Zurek. I think she's a model. I don't keep up with that, so I'm not sure exactly who she is. But I've seen it all over the news, and I think their prices are kind of high in my opinion for an indie brand, but I think they're trying to go that route where it's like the premium luxury. If you take a look at this, isn't this giving you the Hermes Picotin vibe? I think the whole entire brand is giving you that Hermes vibe. Not saying I don't like it. I think it's a gorgeous, gorgeous looking bag that is, if you think about it, a fraction of what Hermes cost. They haven't been around long enough for us to, comment too much about how long or how the quality of these bags. Like, hey, if it's, 30 years from now, what is this bag going to look like, right? Whereas we can say and, see for real when it comes to Hermes bags, like after 30 years, if you take good care of it, it's going to look gorgeous because of the quality craftsmanship, right? So this one sold out, but I really like this one. Enough of me yapping about this, but the next one I see with Savette that is getting my attention. I really like this one too. And this one is in the mink suede. Hey, look, it's on sale for $12.25. But I do enjoy, I don't think I have any suede bags. And I hear that, if you use like Apple Guard, it's actually pretty easy to take care of. So I really like this super deep olive color. Of course, I love my top handle bags along with the crossbody. So this is definitely my vibe. Now, if I pop on over to this one, I really like this one. This is kind of like an emerald green shoulder bag. It's kind of giving me the whole Fendi / Celine vibe. It's like, hey, if you put the two of them together and if they did a collab, this is it. Seems pretty functional. And I think all of their bags are made in Italy. They aren't, I was looking around their website, they weren't very transparent on, you know, how these bags are made, where they said outside of Florentine, I think, but it was not as transparent as like a Amelie Pichard, and then 2 more brands that I'm going to cover. So that's the 3rd brand. Let's move on over to the 4th brand. So I find it funny, this one, they actually tell you how to pronounce their brand name, which is Mlouye, if I'm saying that correctly. And it's a super cute brand. This indie brand started back in 2015 in Turkey. So their headquarters is in Istanbul. Hopefully they're okay with the recent news. But they do also have another office here in the States. This is a really cute shoulder bag. And their vibe, again, very eclectic, very out there with all of the multicolor bags. And this one, I'm more neutral. I don't want like 8 different colors on one bag. So this particular shoulder bag, again, I really like mock rock. So I do enjoy seeing this particular hardware right here, which is very interesting. And I think you can turn this into a clutch. So it's very multifunctional. I'm so sad it's sold out. So I probably will sign up for the email notification. But I really like how you can change this into a clutch bag just by taking off the strap, or just turn it into a shoulder bag. So really functional, really well thought out. Let's move on to the next bag. I really like this one as well because, again, it's a crossbody. I need to like start venturing out of crossbodies, but I like what I like. I do like the tri-color, and it's all neutral, so I'm really okay with that. It does come in other colors, like that's a little out there for me. And I see that the strap is adjustable, so I do like that aspect. And there is a back pocket for you to put your phone, and it looks pretty spacious in here. Interesting model attire. So that's the second bag, and here is the third bag. And I think this is giving off Loewe's puzzle bag, and it's kind of a dupe if you think about it, and it's only $495 as opposed to thousands of dollars if you want to go on a different route as opposed to the Mlouye bag. But you can see how this is an accordion style as opposed to the Mlouye, which is just like a box bag. Something to think about. And for all of these sites, I wish they would post the weight of these bags. Maybe I can ask them a question, but that way we have a good idea of how heavy or how light this bag could be. So that is the fourth brand that I've been eyeballing. I have been wanting to purchase one of these bags. Advene is a New York City brand, and they started back in 2019. All of their bags are made in Italy, and the amount of detail that they go to talking about their process, which I'll pop on over here to show you where their cow leather comes from, and they do mention that it's handcrafted in a Scope C gold standard tannery, which there's apparently 13 worldwide. I don't know too much about to understand that, but it sounds impressive. If you keep scrolling through their website, it gets pretty detailed, and I do appreciate that, and wish that more brands do elaborate a lot more about their process, maybe make a couple of videos and really show us how it's done, right? That allows people to have a much more appreciation for the construction of the bags and what goes into it, right? Maybe it's just for people who are obsessed with purses that will appreciate information like this, but maybe for your typical people, and maybe they just don't care. I don't know. But going back to this particular bag, I do enjoy the construction of this. Again, this is giving me Hermes Picotin vibes, but the functionality of this is actually pretty unique in my opinion. Here's a quick video. You'll wear it as a shoulder. You can wear it as a crook of your arm. And you see how it opens? Looks pretty convenient, and then it pops right back in. And here's a quick video on what apparently a whole entire water bottle goes in there. Car keys, wallets, you name it. So I do appreciate the level of detail. They're basically creating a YouTube video for you to watch all on their website instead of you searching for all the information that people typically ask for. So that's pretty nice. Comes in a lot of different colors and different, I think, fabrics and perhaps suede as well. So I'm really digging this. And those are the 5 brands I wanted to cover. I hope this sparks some ideas, and perhaps, again, like I said, we don't have to give all of our hard-earned money to the big luxury. We can definitely support all of the great work that these indie brands are basically putting their blood, sweat, and tears into, and of course, the transparency. So again, this is my mini swan and the Pauline. And of course, I did link all of the different bags down below so you can easily access it. If you are interested in the LLS Looks Like Summer brand, they are doing a great 30% off for pre-orders, and then another 15% off that I was able to get for you. So definitely take advantage of that. So like and subscribe if you're liking this kind of content. I want to cover topics that will help you adult easier. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can live your best life and less in retail. See you next time.